Bring it on. Bring it on. You're outmatched. Let's carve a path. Bring it on.
Nima Kuba. Surimoto Pliva. Mere.
Just try it. Cut him down. My turn. Bring it on.
Tried to survive that.
Not impressed.
Darn it. Couple of changes I need to make, but I feel like I got this.
Nima Kuba.
Oh, the fire. Okay, so she doesn't do healing break. Ooh, I'm gonna break her. That'll be cool. She does not cast exhaust. Spell burn's good. Defensive mode's good. That's what's happening. Critical burn. Actually, when playing fire, that doesn't matter. Also, once I do what I think I want to do, cheater's good, burn's good. Okay, so let's do this. So we're getting Rushman flying alone. For him, it's all about the fire. So now we need to protect last stand. Let's try that. Let's be the best I can do. Why not? All right. Actually, I'm going to even go next level. Cheater. Swap. Swap. Okay, so now I have cheater. I have a lot more points to work with. Ooh, and I can do the revive. for a second chance. There we go. We have to get that. There we go. All right.
Surimoto.
You're outmatched. Just try it. Let's carve a path.
What? Oh, I ran out of AP. That's right.
Let's go again.
There we go. My second chance. I should have AP.
Bring it on.
Come on.
Nima Kuba. Surimoto.
Let's carve a path.
What?
You're outmatched. Let's carve a path. Not impressed.
Oh man. Messing it all up. Alright.
Nima Kuba.
Oh, I'm curious. Since I am. Oh. Something else I can do. What's up? No. It's just an attribute. It increases like certain stats. No. Huh? Yep. We have to read. Ready for me to start reading? Okay. If you look at it, that's you made your mistake of looking at it. That's where you messed up. Huh? Looking at them means attention. And you addressed it. Dog's not going to understand what you're talking about. But if you, even well, they'll take the yelling, and they're not going to hear. They're not going to understand. They'll probably hear their name if you say his name. That's all they're going to understand. And may understand no. But everything else, nope. It's going in one ear, out the other. Fine, I'll close you. See if I can break the game now. Oh man, it's annoying. No. There we go. May pull out the ultimate card. All right, we are in Isaiah. For losers. All right. King Jesus, you are just a great good God. Thank you that we can enjoy good things, even like Philly cheese hot pockets. Thank you that this from your creation you have made it so that we can even enjoy the good things. It's more than just consuming nutrients. And makes you look forward to the new heavens, new earth, where there'll be banquets of rich food and rich drink. Where all the people who had the I guess in this sense, a good life, and people who didn't never had a chance to have a good life, and they'll all will embark on the great good life, where this life now will pale in comparison. Thank you. May I not hold any of these objects greater than you. May it be utilized towards worshiping and declaring allegiance to you, day by day by day, day by day by day. You are such a good God. And may we just always be meditating and praying on you in all our avenues, all our video games, all our time, all our walking, all our driving. May your kingdom come, may your will be done, on earth as in heaven. Amen. Time to cry and time to whoop. Resound, infertile one, you who have not given birth, break out into sound and whoop. You who have not labored, because the children of the desolate are many, more than the married woman's children. Yahweh has said, enlarge your tent space. People must stretch your dwelling curtains. Don't hold back. Lengthen your ropes, strengthen your pegs, because you will spread out right and left. Your offspring will dispossess the nations. They will inhabit the desolate cities. Don't be afraid, because you will not be ashamed. Don't be afraid, because you will not be ashamed. Don't be humiliated, because you will not be disgraced, because you will put out of mind the shame of your youth. You will no more be mindful of the disgrace of your widowhood, because your Maker will be the one who marries you. Yahweh Armies is his name. Israel's Holy One is your restorer. He calls himself God of all the earth, because it's as a wife abandoned and distressed in spirit that Yahweh is calling you, the wife of his youth when she had been spurned. Your God has said, for a short moment I abandoned you, but with great compassion I'll gather you. In a burst of anger I hid my face from you for a moment, but with lasting commitment I am having compassion for you. Your restorer, Yahweh has said, because this is Noah's waters to me, and that I swore that Noah's waters will not pass over the earth again. So I am swearing not to be angry with you or to blast you, because mountains may move away, hills shake. But my commitment will not move away from you. My covenant of well-being will not shake. The one who has compassion for you, Yahweh has said. Lovely tossing, not comforted. Here I am, resting your stones and antimony? Antimony?
Antimony.
Antimony. Okay. Antimony. So I was right the first time. My guess was right. All right. Lowly, tossing, not comforted. Here I am, resting your stones in antimony. I will find you with sapphires, make chalcedony your pinnacles, your gates into sparkling stones, your entire border into delightful stones. All your children will be Yahweh's disciples. Great will be your children's well-being. In faithfulness, you will establish yourself. You can be far from oppression, because you will not be afraid, and from ruin, because it will not come near you. So someone need be in dread of nothing from me. Who contends with you, he will fall to you. So I am the one who created the smith, who blows into the fire of coals, and who brings out a tool for his work. And I am the one who created the destroyer to ravage. Any tool formed against you will not succeed, and you will show to be faithless. And you will show to be faithless every tongue that arises with you for a judgment. All right, any themes you heard? Judgment? It's interesting. He's like, I will be your God. I will step to you. I'll be near you. And I'll even give you well choice goodness. themes I saw. Looks like restoration. All right. You ready? We had dinner with a young couple a few months ago and were delighted to discover that they were expecting their first baby. It was not their first pregnancy. The wife had a miscarriage last year. I remember how distressing it was when my first wife had a miscarriage, but that would have been our second baby, and I imagine it's much more anxiety-making when it's your first. Will I miscarry again and again? No doubt the doctors assure you that there's no reason why it should be so. But you have that thought sitting in the back of your head. Yesterday, we received the joyful news. Evangelion has arrived. Evangelion, the bearer of good news. The origin of the name is a word equivalent to the prophet's term in chapter 40. For the one who brings news to Zion that its God is on his way back. As Ecclesiastes might have put it, the happy couple have been through a time to cry, and they now have a time to whoop. Whoop! I think that's what you mean, like whoop whoop. I was thinking whoop as in SmackDown. Whoop! So it is for Miss Jerusalem. For 50 years, she has seemed like a woman who couldn't have children, whose husband has left her or died, and who faces old age again. When the prophet speaks of the disgrace of widowhood, the implication isn't that losing your husband is shameful in itself, but in a patriarchal society, losing your husband puts you in a vulnerable position, especially if you're also childless. You may have to choose between being a beggar and a prostitute. It might be hard to imagine how you could have a viable life again. The story of Naomi and Ruth will be wonderful in the eyes of a person in this position. Suddenly, Miss Jerusalem's position is transformed. She has a huge family to look after her, so huge she needs a larger house. The representatives of other nations who have occupied her land are gone. Her husband is back. Yes, God admits having abandoned her. The prophet doesn't here draw attention to the fact that she can hardly complain at his action. Like a woman who can forget the pains of giving birth when she has her baby in her arms. Miss Jerusalem will be able to forget that her husband had gone for 50 years. You could say it was indeed only a moment in the context of her lifespan as a whole. The compassion and commitment and well-being that she will experience again will make it possible to put this separation out of mind. The city is to be rebuilt in wondrous splendor. Its people will be transformed into Yahweh's disciples, and it will establish itself in faithfulness. Gone will be the rebelliousness against its teacher, and the faithlessness of its community life, which were what had made Miss Jerusalem's husband depart. In association with that fact, its well-being will include peace and security. The domination by a superpower that it has known over decades won't reoccur. Yahweh is, after all, the one who created the destroyer, and thus he is sovereign over the destroyer. Overcoming decades, Yahweh will indeed return to Jerusalem, taking some of his exiles with him. Its people will rebuild the temple and the walls. They will commit themselves to living by the Torah in a way they didn't before. Yet the picture is all marvelously larger than life. That commitment will have its blind spots. The city will remain a backwater. It will be underpopulated. It will turn out to have replaced one superpower domination by another. And the couple's marital problems are not over. But we should give them the chance to rejoice in the potential of this new beginning. Even though we know with hindsight that they will have to go this way again, and that even today Miss Jerusalem grieves. The chapter is another typical expression of the promises of Old and New Testament that picture a reality way beyond what the people of God typically experience, inviting us to rejoice in what we do experience and to hope and pray for what we don't experience. All right. Anything like that John Goldingay said? There's hope, right? So here they are in exile. He's like, yes, due to your unfaithfulness, I left, but I'm coming back. And it's going to be splendor that is unfathomable splendor. Life that's unfathomable life. And we are part of that life. Amen. All right. Isaiah chapter... Yeah, we could. Mm-hmm. I did brave, but look. Oh, we were watching Netflix, Robin and I, last night. So it looks like. So last one we're in Ecclesiastes.
The book of the prophet Jeremiah. Jeremiah was an Israelite priest who lived and worked in Jerusalem during the final decades of the kingdom of southern Judah. He was called as a prophet to warn Israel about the severe consequences of breaking their covenant with God through their idolatry and injustice, and he even predicted that the empire of Babylon would come as God's servant to bring this judgment on Israel by destroying Jerusalem, taking the people into exile. And sadly, his words became reality. Jeremiah lived through the siege and destruction of Jerusalem and witnessed the exile personally. Now, this book came into existence in a really interesting way. Chapter 36 tells us that after 20 years of Jeremiah's preaching in Jerusalem, God called him to collect all of his sermons and poems and essays and commit them to writing, which Jeremiah did by employing a scribe named Baruch, who wrote down and compiled all of this material into a scroll. Now, Baruch also gathered lots of stories about Jeremiah, and he linked all the pieces together. And so this is why the book reads like an anthology, a collection of collections. It's all been arranged to present this prophet as a messenger of God's justice and grace. So the book begins with God calling Jeremiah to be a prophet, and he's given a dual vocation. He will be a prophet to Israel, but also to the nations, and his words will both uproot and tear down, but also plant and build up. In other words, he's going to accuse Israel and warn them of God's coming judgment, but he also has a message of hope for the future. Now, this opening perfectly summarizes the first large section, chapters 1 to 24. It's a collection of Jeremiah's writings from before the exile. And the core idea here is that Israel has broken the covenant with God and violated all the terms of the agreement they made that are written in the Torah. And in a number of ways. They've adopted the worship of all kinds of Canaanite gods, building idol shrines all over the land, and Jeremiah develops the metaphor of idolatry as adultery, and uses the language of prostitution, promiscuity, unfaithfulness to describe how Israel has given their allegiance to other gods. Jeremiah also repeatedly accuses Israel's leaders. The priests, the kings, the other prophets have all become corrupt. They've abandoned the Torah and the covenant, which has led to a tragic result: rampant social injustice. The most vulnerable people in Israelite communities, the widows, the orphans, the immigrants, were all being taken advantage of in clear violation of the laws of the Torah, and Israel's leaders didn't even seem to care. So a classic place where all of these ideas come together is in chapter 7. It's called Jeremiah's Temple Sermon. The Israelites are coming to worship their God in the temple as if everything is just fine, but outside the temple they are worshiping other gods, and some were even adopting the horrifying Canaanite practice of child sacrifice. And so Jeremiah makes his very unpopular announcement. The God of Israel is coming in judgment. He's going to destroy his own temple and punish Israel by sending an enemy from the north. This is an army that God would allow to conquer Jerusalem, and as you read on, you discover he's talking about the great empire of Babylon. And so this all leads up to a transition in chapter 25. Israel hasn't turned back to their God, and so in the first year of Babylon's new king, Nebuchadnezzar, God tells Jeremiah to announce that the Babylonian armies are headed for Israel and all of its neighbors to conquer them and take them into exile for 70 years. He compares Babylon to a cup of wine filled to the brim with God's just anger at all of Israel's injustice and idolatry, and God will make Israel and the nations drink from this cup. Now, this chapter is key to the book's design because everything that follows is going to focus on Babylon's coming attack. First on Israel in chapters 26 to 45, and then on the other nations in chapters 46 to 51. The section about Israel first contains stories about how Jeremiah begged Israel to turn back, how he warned them right up to the last minute, but the leaders of Israel kept rejecting him. This section concludes with a large collection of stories about how Jerusalem was under siege and eventually destroyed by Babylon, and about how Jeremiah was persecuted all through that time and eventually kidnapped and taken against his will to Egypt by a group of Israelite rebels. Now, right here in the middle, in between all of these dark stories of disaster and judgment, is a collection of Jeremiah's messages of hope for Israel's future. So he picks up on Moses' prediction that after Israel had broken the covenant and gone into exile, see Deuteronomy 30, God would not abandon his people. Rather, he would renew his covenant with them and transform their hearts. Jeremiah develops this promise, and he says that God is going to one day inscribe the laws of the Torah, not on tablets, but rather on the hearts of his own people. He's going to heal their rebellion so that they can truly one day love and follow him fully. And so one day, Israel will return back to the land, and the Messiah from the line of David is going to come, and that's when all nations will come to recognize Israel's God as the true God. So these chapters are showing that despite Israel's apostasy, God is not going to let Israel's sin get the final word. Rather, his own faithfulness will bring about the fulfillment of his promises, no matter what. After this, we find the large collection of poems about how God is going to use Babylon to judge the nations around Israel. So Egypt, Philistia, Moab, Edom, Ammon, Damascus, Hazor. But then, surprisingly, the longest poems are saved for last, and they're about God's coming judgment on Babylon itself. So although God used this nation to execute his justice, God doesn't endorse their violence and idolatry. And so Babylon too will come under the standard of God's justice. And so Jeremiah denounces this nation's pride and injustice as well. Now, Babylon is larger than life in these poems, and it reminds us of the image of Babylon all the way back from Genesis chapter 11. Babylon has become the archetypal rebellious nation. In their glorification of wealth and war, God's going to give this nation over to its own destruction. The book concludes with a story taken from the end of the book of 2 Kings. It tells about Babylon's final attack on Jerusalem, how they destroyed the city walls and burned the temple and took the people into exile. The story shows how Jeremiah's warnings of judgment from chapters 1 through 24 were fulfilled. But then the chapter ends with a short story about the captive Israelite king Jehoiakim. He's heir to the line of David. And the king of Babylon releases him from prison and shows him favor and invites him to eat at the royal table for the rest of his life, and that's how the book ends. So it's a little glimmer of hope. And this recalls Jeremiah's promises of hope from chapters 30 to 33. God hasn't abandoned his people or the promise of a future coming king from David's line. And so while this book contains a huge amount of warning and judgment, the final words conclude with a note of hope for the future. And that's what the book of Jeremiah is all about.
All right. Takeaway, my bro. Yeah. And it was the uproot teardown is always the call of destruction, but it's always the hope is to plant and build up. And may we all hear the message of not declaring good and bad in our own eyes, not to find truth in our own eyes, but may we arm ourselves with love and righteousness for the other and for our God King, King Jesus. Amen. All right. We can start, my bro. I'll be back. You tell me the Elgato stop. Okay, good. Oh, my bad. The Elgato going in and out.
Surimoto.
Ready to strike. Just try it. I would have lived. That's better. My turn. Would have lived. I think I'll improvise. Didn't really need it. I would have lived. Cut him down. Just try it. That's better. Let's finish this.
Yeah, it looks like no matter what, if he gets hit, he's dead. So I might as well have it so.
Ni Makuba.
Make it so he starts with. Excuse me. Ooh. When is that happening? Oh. Yeah. Sure, why not?
Surimoto.
Let's carve a path. Let's carve a path. Ready to strike. My turn. Oh well. Let's carve a path. Not impressed. Let's carve a path. expeditiously. My turn.
Obscur. Nina Kuba. Wira Fosebo. Kiyosano. Surimoto.
Okay, where is the... Something I want that I'm fine. Yeah, I'm not doing any breaking damage as it looks like. I'm not breaking anything right now. I'm gonna burn before he breaks. She's gonna burn before her, or it's gonna burn before. Certainly a res. Huh. Where is it? Here we go. Should be one that gives me more shield every time I... Oh. Oh, that's what I'm looking for. The Aegis Revival 2. There we go.
釣り元プリーは
Let's carve a path. Ready to strike. Ready to strike. Just try it. Once more. Just try it.
Okay. That's right. It's been a while.
今5番釣り元
I could do it in Monaco, but burn out from that long.
Just try it. Ready to strike. Just try it. Let's carve a path. Let's carve a path. My turn. My turn. Not impressed.
I'm messing up.
Ready to strike.
Ew.
Let's carve a path. Let's carve a path. again.
So close. So close!
Just try it.
Okay. What are you doing to me, screen?
Surimoto Pliva.
Might have.
I hit W.
Carve a path. Not impressed. Cut him down. Just try it. Ready to strike. Oh well. Ready to strike. Did I die again?
Oh man, I missed that. Come on, shake the earth.
Not impressed. Cut him down. Ready to strike.
Oh! Yes!
Rumba Kaka Expeditiono. Gororito Bota?
Oh, I only upgraded her weapon. Oh.
How's the grind against Golgara?
I just beat her.
Nice.
I used a burn build with Verso. Like, I'll get her burn stacks to 200, and I finally got so I could do over 9,000 damage.
Nice.
But yeah, it's like I got really close with Monaco like a couple weeks ago, but then I was like, it took forever. It takes forever when you're capped at 9,999.
Mm-hmm.
Just oh man, it's
And there's skills that just don't pop off until, well, when you're not capped. Because I'm pretty sure you know about that, right?
what?
Nope, I said nothing. I said nothing, Corey.
Okay.
Don't mind me. Mixing up with multiple people that get information while playing unintentionally.
Well, I know Flame does not pop when it only pops on their turn. I know we had this talk before. I don't know. I think that's what you're talking about. But the 9,999.
Yeah.
Yeah. So even fire damage will cap them. But now I have painted power, and so which is nice. It only costs 5.
Okay, you do have it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I have that now. So
Okay, I was like, wait, did I just spoil the fact that you can go past 9999?
yeah. That's what I meant. Like it took me a couple of tries, but
Yeah. There's a couple of skills that only pop off once you get past the damage cap anyways, like Verso's follow-up. Just because of how the damage scales with that one, it goes really big hits.
well, pretty much all my characters now do the big hits just because of how.
Yeah. Well, follow-up is like Verso's like a nuke because of how that one works.
Hmm.
And do you also already have Cheater too?
Yep. Oh yeah. Cheater is a game changer.
So you're in Act 3 now.
Yep. I'm surprised you did the long burn. You beat her in Act 2. You said you beat her.
I think I beat one of her. Well, I think I said I didn't beat her until late Act 2 or early Act 3, but I was trying to be not spoilery with it, I think, at that point.
Okay. Yeah. But yeah, that was.
And I think I was saying that because there's the Monaco quest one, which is a lot easier. If you talk to her while being as Monaco,
oh yeah,
there's a different.
That fight is stupid easy.
Comparatively, yeah.
So yeah, I did beat her at Monaco a while ago. But yeah, let me go save this and then switch everything for Factorial.
Yeah. But yeah, if you decide to go into Versa with a follow-up thing and like well, yeah, if you explore, you'll find what I'm talking about. You'll find the picto that makes that really go.
Yeah, I don't have that, but that's okay.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Act 3 is pretty much you go straight to the end or you do all the side content.
Yep, and I'm feeling comfortable with the side content. But who knows, because...
Oh, I'm like, what I was talking about is technically side content.
Yeah. Yeah, I may... Yeah, I'll explore all the side content, even if it means I'll have to... So I got the 3 free months, and I think it expires today. And so I was like, I'm at a pickle. Do I go and just pay for a month subscription to explore all the side content, or do I just beat the game, don't let my subscription renew, and then just go on with life?
Well, that's up to you.
Yep. All right, I'll be right back.